Mansfield Cable Access presents Mansfield High School basketball. Today, from Taunton High School's Rabowen Fieldhouse, it's the Division I South semifinal round. The MIAA tournament. The Mansfield Hornets come in at 21-3, playing the Needham Rockets, the 4th seed in the Division I South tournament, at 18-4. Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Farinella, bringing you the play-by-play today from courtside. I am here with Alex Salaki, former Zavarian Brothers High School coach. And Alex, these two teams know each other. They played each other in the Round Ball Classic at Mansfield. Mansfield came away with a victory in that one. It was 63-58, but it was tense. And the reason why it was tense was the three-point shooting ability of the Needham Rockets. They hit 12 in that game.
And in the fourth quarter, Mark, didn't they score all their points on three-point baskets?
Except for a few free throws here and there. And yes, they did have 5 three-point baskets as they outscored the Hornets 21-19 in that quarter. But the Hornets had established a very solid first half. We're leading by 9 at halftime, and we're able to preserve that lead the rest of the way. But these two teams, as I said, they know each other. They know the strengths. They know the weaknesses. And the problem is it all comes out here on a neutral site now. A lot of fans in this place. It's going to keep filling up today. Big media contingent. You'll have the 3 officials out here. One of them will stand in front of us the whole game.
Right.
And I can't wait. I'm really eager to see what happens here.
Very exciting stuff, Mark. One of the keys to the game will be what we just talked about. Can Mansfield close out the Needham three-point shooters to keep them from getting wide-open looks? I think that'll be a big, big factor in this game.
You are going to have to watch out here if you are a Mansfield fan and you're looking at the Needham Rockets. You're looking at number 1, Will Dorian. He is a senior guard. He had 19 points in the first meeting. He threw in 4 three-pointers. Watch for Tim Reedy. He is a 5'9" junior guard, and he has some speed out there on the court. He threw in 11 in the first game. One of the kids that comes off the bench is John Hood. He is a 5'11" sophomore, and he can provide instant offense. A kid who's come a long way in the last few weeks is Nick Petronio. He is a freshman. He played AAU ball with Mansfield's Chris Hill. And we will be back for the action of this game in just a second. Welcome back to the Rabowen Fieldhouse at Taunton High School for today's MIAA Division I South semifinal basketball game between the Mansfield boys and the Needham boys. And Alex, excitement is in the works here. You can't avoid it with a huge crowd like this and all of the intensity of tournament basketball.
It certainly is an exciting atmosphere, Mark. We talked about this earlier. It's kind of a strange bit of lighting here in this.
There is. It's a little on the dim side. I'll give you folks the starting lineups right now for Mansfield. Matty Bowen, number 2. TJ Guy is wearing number 4 tonight. Andrew Rooney, number 22. Chris Hill, number 31. And Sam Stevens, number 33. For Needham, it's William Dorian, number 1. Tim Reedy, number 3. Pat Tulin, number 5. Jacob Hammermesh, number 15. And Johar Singh, number 22. The same starters that played a few weeks ago at the Round Ball Classic. Mansfield controls the tip. Matty Bowen off to Sam Stevens. TJ Guy at the top. Goes inside really quick. But Rooney will get it out to TJ Guy, and now back again out to Stevens. Stevens is going to try to make the move in. TJ Guy along the baseline will go in and scores. Hornets draw first blood.
That's a strong baseline drive by TJ Guy. As we've seen in the past, defenders don't want to step in on him and try to take the charge.
Hammermesh having a little trouble against the Hornet defense. The ball goes back out to the top. There's Singh. Gets the 3, and as we've said, that's what the Norwood Rockets do. They shoot threes, and they shoot them well.
Very quick release. We need to get a defender out there.
Ball's out of bounds, and it comes to us, and it's on your right foot, Alex. That's the first time we've touched the ball within the first couple of minutes of a game. TJ Guy will take it out of bounds. Will throw the inbounds pass to Drew Rooney. Comes back out to the top to Stevens. Stevens in and out and goes back in. What a nice shot. Hornets 5-3. Just under 7 minutes left to go in the opening quarter here at Taunton High School. Nice court, weird lighting, and a long backdrop. The shot by Reedy is no good. Rebound. Stevens has it. Almost foul, but incidental contact, and here comes TJ Guy. Gives it off. Stevens now has it. Back to Bowen. Bowen will make the move pin. Penetrates. Puts a layup in. And he had to fight off a defender the whole way.
Right, he got the guy bumping him all the way through, and he maintained control.
7-3 Hornets. 6:15 left to go in the opening quarter. Hornets in their traditional man-to-man. And the drive is by Singh, and he has accounted for all 5 of the points by the Needham Rockets.
Both teams are running essentially the same offense here, Mark.
Steal, but the Hornets will control the ball, go out of bounds, and go into the press table at the end of the other end. So Mansfield will have the ball on the short end of the court, I believe. No, they're going to give it out at the back, so it's going to come back the whole way. What do you think, Alex? This one at 84 feet? I can't tell.
I would say so. It looks like it to me.
Yeah.
Now, 1-3-1 zone here for Needham. They came out of the man-to-man.
Stevens with the 3. Swish!
Mansfield using the entire court against that zone, and that's how you beat it.
That's what we like to see. When they're doing that, they feel confident. 10-5 Hornets. Reedy gives it back out. Has it back again. He's going to try to drive. Has a little short jumper and gets it. Let the defense go by him.
All right, that drive, that penetration was too deep. Need help earlier on that. Okay, they're back in that 1-3-1.
TJ Guy feints the penetration. It's stolen away by Dorian. He was going to the baseline. The outside shot now by Singh is no good. Rebound is by Guy. He almost walked as he put that before he put that rebound down.
Singh was not contested there. They've got
Bowen
to
to Guy.
Nice inside play.
Hornets lead 12-7, 4:41, and they are shooting well in this game, giving themselves good shots. The outside shots have fallen, but the selection to get inside has been very good as well. Dorian gives it inside to Hammermesh. And he's called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, he dug his right shoulder right into the defender.
First foul of the game, first on Hammermesh. 4:29 left. Took a while to get a foul in this game. That's nice to see. They're going to have some good action here today.
1-3-1 again.
Hill to Stevens in the corner. That one's off. Rebound is by Dorian.
Ooh, look at that.
Singh goes down up here, and they're having a little trouble getting into their offense because of it, but now he's open underneath is Hammermesh. The pass from Singh is good. 12-9, Mansfield leads. 4:02 left to go in the opening quarter. Guy holds it out, goes to the left corner, and a quick pass in to Chris Hill from Rooney, and Needham will call timeout on that. The penetrations are working.
Against the 1-3-1 mark, the low post can often be open if you quickly get the ball to the corner and then look at the guy sliding into the low post area. And that's exactly what happened right then.
Well, the Hornets are making some great selections as to what to do, whether it's the outside shot, whether it's the penetration, where the ball is going. And they're finishing, too, which is, well, you can't ask for anything more in a situation like that.
I'm going to guess the Hornets have missed one shot so far in this game.
If I were keeping shots, I could tell you.
I should start keeping a shot chart when we do these games because I'm pretty certain they've only missed one.
I think I know which one it was, too. One of Stevens' threes was missed.
Right.
The winner of this game, folks, will play either second-seeded Brockton or third-seeded BC High here at the Rabowen Fieldhouse on Friday night, 7:30 p.m. The Hornets have not faced Brockton this year. They were in the Round Ball Classic but did not play in the championship game, which was the only place Mansfield could. The Hornets have played BC High, and they won at home 75-52. But before we figure that out, they've got to get past a very good Needham team. And, boy, what success Needham is having. The girls' team is outstanding. The boys team has gotten to a high level. Good for them. Singh gets it off to Dorian. Reedy is going to bring it out. Start all over again. And that's John Hood in the ball game, number 21. The shot by Dorian is no good. The rebound by Matty Bowen.
That three was well contested by the defender.
Yep. All right, Guy looks inside Rooney's hit, but Guy controls the ball and gets it back. He tries to go to Stevens, but the ball be out of bounds off Needham.
Mark, Mansfield just got stuck with the ball at one spot on the court. They need to get back to using the entire court.
All right, Brendan Foley's in the contest, I believe, for Chris Hill. Stevens fakes the three, now goes inside to Guy, and it rolls out. The rebound is by Hammermesh, and here comes Needham. Singh will set up the offense. Reedy. Singh's alone underneath, and he gets the basket. 14-11, Mansfield in the lead. 2:45 left to go in the opening quarter. Stevens to the left of the top of the key, and I'm going to still call it a key. I know I'm an old man. Stevens again still has it. Now it goes to Brendan Foley. Foley number 3 on your rosters. Bowen falls down but gets the pass out. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And then Brendan Foley hits the three.
Mark, that time Needham was using a matchup 2-3 zone with the back line of the zone, not actually playing man-to-man.
What a nice off-balance pass, too, by Bowen. Hammermesh is going to make the drive no good. Rebound by Foley. Foley will bring it up. Gives it off to Stevens. Back to Foley at the top. Now Matty Bowen will look around. Hornets working in the perimeter. A little bounce pass into TJ Guy, makes the spin move and gets it in.
Nice drop step move by TJ Guy, using his body to keep the defender off of him and make it a nice little lay-in.
6 points for Guy in the first quarter, 3 baskets, all in from close range. The drive by Reedy is good for a basket. 19-13, Mansfield in the lead. Stevens in the left elbow. He's going to get it back out. Rooney over to Bowen.
Now they're back in the 1-3-1 zone, Needham is.
Now ball is slapped out of bounds. Singh slapped it away from Foley, but Hornets recover, and here comes Jack Colby, number 10, into the lineup. Chris Hill returns to the lineup for Mansfield. TJ Guy gets a rest, and Andrew Rooney gets a rest.
Number 10, Jack Colby, and number 31, Chris Hill.
Colby looks to Hill out high. In the corner to Matty Bowen for a three-pointer.
Nice release by Matty Bowen, and again,
boy,
using that entire court.
And they are shooting so well right now, folks. But it's very early in this contest. 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Singh is going to make the drive in, and he is fouled on the way in. And I want to say by Stevens, I think. No, it's Foley. It's Brendan Foley's first foul, and the first on the Hornets. Big crowd today. Attleboro radio station. Peter Gobus is here. Dorian with his first three-pointer of the game. We can expect to see a few more of those.
That pick was questionable right there, but it worked for Needham, so you got to give him that.
Stevens at the top of the key. Looks around, he fakes the penetration, almost slips down, gets it up. Foley is going to go cross court, and he is fouled. And he's fouled by Hood.
That foul on number 21, John Hood.
Second team foul, first on Hood. And TJ Guy will be coming back into the contest for Sam Stevens. And Matty Highland comes in for Matty Bowen.
Okay, let's see what Mansfield runs here on the inbounds play. We got a screen up.
Chris Hill has it out top. Gives it over to Colby. Guy now still outside the perimeter. Guy's going to penetrate. He's going to drive. I think he's going to get called for the offensive foul. He did.
Yeah. Yeah, his left hip
Yeah, and again, he did put his head down and head down, shoulder down, get out of my way. Didn't work. Second foul on the Hornets, only the first on TJ.
Game is slowed down a bit. Fouls being called every time down now, it seems.
14.4 seconds left at the start of this possession, and here comes Dorian to take it across the timeline. In the corner, Singh in and out. Guy with the rebound. It falls out of bounds, but it's off Hood, and the Hornets will have it with 9/10 of a second left to go. Not much time to do anything. It's going to be shoot it the second you have it. And maybe they decide, well, we'll give it a shot. Not quite by Matty Highland. But after one quarter, a good start for the Hornets. And I think Needham is acquitting themselves well. It's 22-16 Mansfield as we head to the second quarter of action. Now, Alex, like you said, the game did slow down a little bit in the maybe the last 2 or 3 minutes of the first quarter because there were a couple of fouls called at that point. But still, I think this is a nice-paced game.
This is the game we expected to see. Let me just toss this in quickly, Mark. Singh for Needham has taken 3 uncontested threes. Fortunately, he's only made 1.
Yep.
But I think Mansfield has to be looking at how to get out to this shooter because he seems to have the coach's confidence, and he's launching him up.
Yeah. Well, he got the first shot of the game for the Needham Rockets, and it was a 3. And then Dorian had a late 3. But other than that, the prowess that we saw in that first game at the Albertini gym has not yet come into bear. But I think we might find it happen in this game. If it doesn't, then the Hornets are in good shape. If it does, we get the game that I expect we're going to get.
So Needham has 2 threes total in the first period, correct, Mark? 2 threes for Needham?
Yes, that's
okay.
it, just 2 threes. So we're about to start the second quarter. John Hood will inbound the ball, and he does to number 11, Nick Petronio, the freshman. He had a couple of double-figure games lately. I think he had 12 against Plymouth North. First shot, no good. Rebound, Matty Bowen. And Matty Bowen will bring it up. Quick pass is stolen away, though. Ball is loose, and John Hood came up with it, and here comes Needham a little bit trying to pick up the pace a little bit. Dorian, couple of fakes, decides to give the ball off. Now Hood, 2-pointer, goes in and out. Matty Bowen with another rebound. Matty wants to run, but now he's pulling it back out a little bit smartly.
And Matty's a force on the boards, too.
He is.
It's a big plus having a guard who
another
can come
loose
in
ball foul,
grab the
loose ball steal, and here comes Needham again. Hood gets a 3. 22-19. Chris Hill gets it back out to Rooney. Now gets it back out to Foley on the drive. In and out. Rebound fought for, and away comes Needham. Nick Petronio. And they called for a walk. They are called for a walk.
Subs into the game now, Tim Reedy.
Needham coming back with a few of their starters in this contest.
Jacob Hammermesh for the Rockets.
Hammermesh and Reedy were among the subs, I think, in that period. So the Hornets have the ball with 6:42 left. Matty Bowen. TJ Guy in the corner. Now back out to Rooney at the top.
Needham back in a man-to-man.
Stevens looking for a pick. Now gets it quickly over to Hill. Hornets still working for that shot. Guy thinks about it. Matty Bowen on the quick move into the lane and gets the pass from Guy and converts.
Nice recognition by Matty Bowen. He saw that lane open, cut hard to the basket, and got the ball.
First basket by the Hornets of the quarter, 24-19, 6:06 left. Matt Fernandez is in the game for Needham. And Dorian with the drive. He's got a nice little burst, doesn't he?
Penetration's been too easy in many instances for Needham.
Yep. 24-21 is the score. Mansfield up by 3. Matty Bowen gives it off to Stevens in the left corner. Stevens is going to come into the lane. Has it slapped away by Reedy. and Reedy's going to go to the basket, and he scores. That was too easy. 24-23, it's a 1-point game. 5:30 left to go in the opening half of play. TJ Guy underneath. Bowen waits for the defense to go by, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound though. Stevens, now TJ Guy is going to go in, and he is fouled on the way in by John Hood.
Now Hood, I'll give Hood credit. He tried to draw the charge, and he just got there a little bit too late. And it looks like to me that was the correct call.
And that is Hood's second foul. That's the third on Needham. Hornets will have it out underneath the basket. The floor looks a little slippery. I just saw Rooney slip a little bit as he got the ball. Underneath for Rooney. Andrew Rooney, defensive specialist, but he can throw them in every now and then. I called him Mr. Defense in the last game, and well deserved. In the game against
he pushed
Attleboro.
off with his left arm.
He did, but no basket there by Dorian, and Matty Bowen again with the rebound, and I should have been keeping his rebounds.
Yeah, I've got 4 already, so he's got to have more.
TJ Guy loses the ball underneath, and he'll go out of bounds off Guy, and Mansfield surrenders the ball to Needham. 26-23, the Hornets lead. 4:41 left to go in the first half. Needham will walk the ball up. Reedy is met by Bowen. He gets it off to Petronio. Now the Rockets are moving it around the perimeter, but there's a penetration. Hammermesh misses, gets his own rebound, misses again, and on the rebound, that is a foul. That is a foul by Matt Fernandez as Jack Colby is rebounding the ball, so the Hornets will have possession. 4:15 left to go, and the Hornets up by 3. Division I South semifinal. Colby gives it out to Foley. Foley tries to go to Bowen, but it's slapped away by Reedy, and Reedy's off to the races, and he scores on the layup again. That's 2 steals and 2 baskets for him, and it's back to a 1-point margin. 26-25 Hornets. Bowen waits for the defense to go by, gets it to Foley on the baseline. He's going to go with the pass. He's going to be called for the offensive foul. Was caught in the air as he was throwing the pass.
That last foul, number 3, Brandon Foley.
And that's Foley's second foul.
His second.
Yeah, Mansfield needs to get under control a bit offensively. They've been trying to force the ball in, a couple of bad passes into the paint.
Yep.
And then, of course, this offensive foul right here.
And that is the third foul on the Hornets. They've seemed to have surrendered the outside shot for a while here. And an inside penetration by Hammermesh. Hammermesh scores, and now Needham has its first lead of the ball game since the opening basket anyway. 27-26. TJ Guy has the ball kind of directed away, is out of bounds off his pass, and the Hornets lose possession again.
Needham is overplaying everything, and Mansfield is in a situation now where they need to fake, get Needham out of position, and look for the open man.
11-4 advantage for Needham in this quarter. Comes Dorian is going to look across. The ball is slapped away by TJ Guy, and Needham will retain possession with 16 seconds on the shot clock. And this is a rarity here. We have the shot clocks on the floor.
Right, I've been having trouble picking it up.
It's like the old Boston Garden. The drive by Petronio stops, turn around jumper, no good, and the rebound is by Matty Highland. Bowen wanted to shoot the 3, but was caught very quickly by Dorian, but there's a foul, and the foul is on Petronio.
15 foul on Needham.
First on the freshman, and the 5th, as you said, Alex, on the Needham Rockets. Ball will be inbounded by Andrew Rooney. Out to TJ Guy. And he will give it off to Stevens. And again, they're challenging the three-point attempts now.
Yep,
they're paying attention.
They're really
to it.
overplaying everything here.
Pass inside to Stevens. He's going to take the fall away. No good. Guy with the rebound goes right back up with it.
Strong rebound by Guy.
Good position, and he went right back up with the shot.
And that was the key, going right back up with it. No need to give a fake there. Just go up strong.
And the Hornets lead again, 28-27 with 2:14 left to go in the first half of play. Hammermesh goes across to Reedy. Reedy double fiddles and diddles, as Johnny Most would say.
Oh.
And now he skips it underneath to Hammermesh. Hammermesh is smacking away at, but he does not get it off. It's stolen by Matty Highland. Here comes TJ Guy. Guy's going to go straight to the basket. Does not go hard off the backboard, and the rebound is by Petronio. Here comes Dorian. This kid is a pretty good athlete, I'll tell you. And there's a foul.
Lucky that one didn't drop.
That last foul, number 22, Andrew Rooney.
Foul is on Rooney. That's his first.
Notice Singh has not been in the game for quite a while. Did
Yeah.
he just come in? No.
No, Hood's in. You're right. Singh may not be. I don't know whether there's an issue with him, but anyway, here's Dorian. He's going to make the penetration, pulls up and does not hit the jumper. The rebound is by Rooney, and here come the Hornets. Bowen with a three off the back rim of the rim, no good. And the rebound's by Petronio. 1:23 left, and Needham has the basketball. Dorian brings it across. Slowly, let's set up something. Almost a little bit of a weave here. And that's not my hairstyle. And a travel, I believe.
Yep. That little jump step there was too much of a jump step.
1:04 left. TJ Guy and Brendan Foley come back in. I see Chris Hill going out. I didn't catch who left the first time. 1:04 left, as I said, in the first half. Mansfield up 28-27. Stevens to Foley. Foley to I thought it was going to Bowen, but it was intercepted by Rooney. The outside shot by Stevens is no good. The rebound.
Oh, he got hit.
Bowen does not get it. He gets on the floor. He lands on the floor, and here comes Dorian. Dorian gets it back out to Reedy. Petronio puts a nice head fake on. Now the pass over to Fernandez is no good on the shot. Bowen up to Foley to Stevens. Cross court and back out top. Too fast for me to tell you everybody who's doing it, so I'll just let them do it. You see it.
Yep, they're going.
Stevens.
They're going sideline to sideline right now.
They are.
Skip passes. And a
Brendan Foley with the three-pointer with 4 seconds left. And the long shot underneath, and that's his basket. That goes, I think. It does. No? Are they giving it to him? No, they're waving. Let me see. I think they are giving it to him.
They gave it.
And I didn't even see who got it. Who was it? I think it was, it might have been Fernandez, number 12, I think.
And basket's good. That'll take us to halftime.
And they are giving him the basket on that. And you know what? I do think he got it off in time.
I think he did also.
I believe it was Fernandez. You folks saw it. I'll check it at halftime. But in the meantime, it is still a Mansfield lead, 31-29 at halftime. Alex, the game changed in the second quarter, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Needham started overplaying everything at the defensive end. Mansfield made some interior passes that didn't work. Some of their perimeter stuff got tipped, and it gave the momentum to Needham.
Well, we'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes. As I said, Mansfield has a 31-29 lead here as we prepare for the second half of play, and this game is what we expect it to be, a pretty darn good one. We'll be back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Rabowen Fieldhouse at Taunton High School for MIAA Division I South basketball. This is the semifinal round between the Mansfield Hornets and the Needham Rockets. Mansfield leading 31-29 at the break. I'll give you the scoring totals really quickly. I'm Mark Farinella. I'm with Alex Salaki and with Maureen O'Neill on the camera, as always. And here are the leaders. Matty Bowen had 7 points for the Hornets. Brendan Foley had 6. TJ Guy had 8. Andrew Rooney had 2. Chris Hill had 2, and Sam Stevens 6 for 31 points. And for Needham, William Dorian had 5 points. Tim Reedy had 8 on 4 baskets. Matt Fernandez is 2 according to just about everybody except the official score. For some reason, the officials credited the last basket of the first half to Dorian. We all know he was nowhere near the basket at that point, and the guys behind the basket have confirmed to me what I thought I saw, which is Matt Fernandez with that 2. Jacob Hammermesh has 4 points. John Hood has 3, and Johar Singh has 7, all in the first quarter. We didn't see much of him in the second quarter. Alex, this game changed between the first and second quarters, and I don't know if it really changed in the favor of the Hornets. They were outscored 13-9 in the second quarter. I don't think the shot selection was as good, and the penetrations are not as good. The three-pointers didn't even opt for them too often.
Penetration at Mansfield's defensive end is still a little too easy for Needham to get deep into the paint, and at Mansfield's offensive end, as you said, they're starting to force some things inside. I think mainly due to Needham overplaying them in a man-to-man set.
Now the winner of this game, once again, will play on Friday night here at the Rabowen. Number 2, Brockton, and number 3, BC High, will be playing as soon as this one is complete. A lot of good basketball being played here. And I personally will be back here tomorrow night as part of the Foxborough Cable Access crew to watch the Foxborough girls take on Old Rochester, and that's a rematch as well. They are in the Division II South semifinals.
And what time is that game, Mark?
And that one starts at 5:30, but it'll be long gone and over by the time we get this one on television. So just know that I'll be there, folks. So the Hornets come back out. It'll be the familiar lineup that you expect it to be. Matty Bowen, number 2. TJ Guy, number 4. Sam Stevens, 33. Andrew Rooney, 22. And Chris Hill, number 31, will be the 5 Hornets that come out here. Hornets showed a little bit of life, I think, towards the end of that quarter. They just got caught by that freaky basket at the end.
Well, that was one of those classic situations where everybody stops playing to see if the desperation shot goes in, except for one kid.
And the fellows behind the basket thought that the basket was not released in time.
Really?
So I was not certain myself, so it's on the board, though, and that's the main thing. Chris Hill has the ball underneath, will go straight up with it and score.
Very smooth move.
He protected the ball the whole way in.
Very smooth footwork, getting himself into position with his back to the defender, and then used the glass nicely.
All right, Reedy is going to penetrate with a little jumper. It's going to fall. Do they not call it a? I thought they waved that off. It is an offensive foul. It's an offensive foul on Tim Reedy. That's his first.
Okay, chance for Mansfield to regain the momentum here, Mark.
That's right. All right, Guy in the corner to Rooney. Inside bat pass goes to Bowen, does not get the basket, and comes out for Needham. Here is Dorian. Singh is back in the ball game.
Singh was being covered by Guy in the first half and was getting too many open releases. Let's see now. He's being covered by, is that Stevens?
Hammermesh sneaks away for a pass from underneath. Hammermesh now has 6 points, the first 2 for Needham. Again, the Hornets with the dribble drive offense. Setting up at the perimeter, Bowen with the 3. On the pass from Chris Hill. Matty Bowen now in double figures and a timeout.
Timeout, Needham.
Timeout called by Needham. 6:35 left to go in the third quarter. 36-31 Mansfield. They worked the ball around well that time, and Matty Bowen reaches double figures, the first Hornet to do so.
Is that Matty Bowen's third three of the game?
That is his second three.
Okay. Yep, there was good ball movement there. Good use of the skip pass. And it'd be nice to see Mansfield keep regaining the momentum here early in the third quarter.
Matty Bowen has had quite the season. He's averaging 14.8 a game. He came into the game with 623 career points. That kind of puts him in good stead for a potential run at 1,000. TJ Guy is at 599. Sam Stevens had scored 421 coming into this game this year, and he has 723 in his career. Of course, he's a senior. Noticing that Matty Highland has gotten more of an opportunity, and I know that Mike Vaughn, the Mansfield Hornets coach, has been looking for a guy who can be a backup point guard and do a few other things in the court, and so far he has come through. All right, Dorian has the ball. Tries to shed Rooney, and he does, but gets the ball out in the corner to Pat Tulin, who I don't think I've said his name once other than the starting lineups. Tulin gets a pass inside to Hammermess. It's blocked
very
by
nice
Stevens.
block by Stevens.
And here comes TJ Guy. Guy is going to take the penetration. He ran into somebody in the back, and he's going to call an offensive foul on him way out. No,
they're calling that foul on the floor.
But they're calling it on the floor on the way in. He did actually run into somebody in the back, which is why I was a little confused. They're calling on Hammermesh, and that is his second team foul. TJ Guy misses the foul shot, and Hammermesh comes away.
Did they give him the basket on that?
I don't believe so. Well, wait a minute. I think they did. No, wait a minute. 34, 35, 36. They did give him the basket.
Yeah.
So TJ Guy did get the basket on that. And he missed the chance for the three-point play, but it is 38-31. With 5:52 left, and the Hornets have the ball back. Well, a little bit of continuation play there. Huh?
Yeah, the officials' hand motions were very confusing to me, but I guess the people at the scores table understood them, and that's all that counts.
Well,
right
it confused me too, Alex. So Hornets working the ball around. Penetration quickly. Hill misses the shot. Rebound is slapped out to Reedy, and here he comes. Now here comes Dorian. Has the ball pulled away from him by Stevens. And here's Matty Bowen. Bowen eludes a steal attempt. TJ Guy is going to make the spin move, go in, and he scores. And that basket should be good. That basket is good on the foul.
That was a classic spin move.
And that is the
TJ Guy used his body very well.
And that's the third foul on Hammermesh, and he's got to come out of this contest. Petronio will come in.
Comes out also.
Yep. So TJ Guy has another chance for a three-point play here. Gets it this time. And now it's a 10-point lead by the Hornets.
They've got Foley back in for Hill.
A 9-2 run by the Hornets.
This is the way to come out of the gate for this third period.
So many times coaches say you get that nice fast start to the second half and you put yourself in really good stead. Pass to the corner to Tulin, did not go. Hornets have the ball. Underneath, TJ, a little too high for TJ, comes back to Tulin. Underneath, that might be, I thought that was a walk, but not. Petronio gets it off to Dorian, no good. Ball slapped around, back out top. And as to Petronio again, no good. And the rebound by Matty Bowen. Bowen will bring it up, trying to push the ball up. He's going to drive in, scoops it in. What a nice play.
Coast to coast, Mark.
Great.
Fantastic work by Matty Bowen.
Great body control on that play, and Needham calls another timeout. 43-31 Mansfield.
He knew as soon as he got that ball that he was going coast to coast. He saw the seas just parted in front of him.
Yep. And he has got that basketball IQ. When he sees something setting up, he knows exactly to take it. He doesn't hesitate, and that's what I love about the kid, is that too many players see something but they don't react immediately to it. They have to think that half second about it, and that takes the advantage away. Matty Bowen is so into the game. he gets off right away and knew exactly how to commit to that play.
So what's the run here, Mark, for the third
Should be
period?
11-2, I think. Let me just check that. Yep.
Needham has missed a lot of halfway decent looks.
12-2 actually.
Okay. Needham has missed a lot of halfway decent looks, but they're rushing them. They're rushing those looks, and that's because Mansfield has notched up their defense to another gear right here.
4:34 left to go in the third quarter. The Hornets are up by 12. I wouldn't get giddy, folks.
A lot of time left.
This is a very good team they're facing right now, but the Hornets have put on a nice little run here to start the third quarter. And they're doing a little bit of
2-1-2 zone press.
Yep.
But they're back into man-to-man.
Petronio gets the ball off. Again, Needham now is out at the perimeter looking for something. Hood gives it off to Dorian for the shot. No good. Rebounded by Andrew Rooney. Up to Stevens. Tries to go inside to TJ Guy. He does have it. Gets it back out to Rooney. Rooney's going to take a penetration, but gets it back out to Stevens for the three. Stevens with a clutch three. That gives him 9 points in the game.
That's some solid inside-out basketball.
14-2. I'm sorry, 15-2 is the run right now. 3:36 left to go. Hornets up 15. Over in the corner, no good by Petronio, and the rebound was Foley, right?
He was pressured by Rooney too.
Yep.
He didn't have a free look, a clear free look.
Bowen with the skip pass across to Stevens for the three, and he gets it.
Another timeout. Needham
has had to
timeouts.
burn 3 timeouts, as you said. Amazing. Stevens now has 12 points on 4 3-pointers. It is 49-31 Mansfield. Wow.
Well, Mark, it could be that last-second basket for them in the first half, whether it was good or not, could have led to Mike Vaughn giving a very inspiring halftime speech. And I told you that I was back in that hallway for
and
a
you
second.
heard coaches, yes.
And I heard some very fiery
oratory, as they say. A 17-2 run for Mansfield. And again, as I say, though, don't get giddy, folks. This is a good Needham team. They can shoot from outside. They proved it the last time they played the Hornets back at the Albertini Gym. That game, of course, was on the 17th of February. We're in March now. I keep forgetting that.
They can put together a run of 4 quick threes, and all of a sudden they're back in the game.
Absolutely. And here comes Needham. They will have the ball. 3:10 left to go here in the third quarter of play.
Okay, 2-1-2 by Mansfield again. Full court 2-1-2. Looks a little aggressive on the inbounder.
Yep.
They're looking for a trap right here.
And they almost get it, but you're going to see Stevens get called by the foul there.
Got hit from behind.
Made some contact.
That last foul on number 33, Sam Stevens.
That is only the first foul on the Hornets in this quarter. Stevens' first foul as well. Petronio out to Reedy. Fernandez gave it off to Dorian, and there's a foul on the way in.
And it looks like he got hit on the forearm as he was making his release.
That is Andrew Rooney's second foul, and that was in the act of shooting. So Dorian will have an attempt, the first free throws by Needham in this contest. And he puts it up. 49-32.
Now Needham's showing some pressure. It looked like a 2-2-1 in the full court. They get a deflection, and it goes off of Mansfield.
I guess I was a little screened on that. I thought it went off Dorian myself on the hit, but I guess not.
He hit it first, and then Mansfield guy hit it.
All righty. So here's Reedy. We'll bring it across with 2:38 left to go. Reedy looks to penetrate, spin move, stops in the process of it, dishes the ball back out. Dorian saves it from a backcourt violation. Dorian is going to make the drive in. Does not get it. Matty Bowen on the rebound. Up to TJ Guy. Stops. Hornets moving it around the perimeter again. Foley out top. Rooney almost fouled. Gets it back out to Foley. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Stevens with the penetration and gets the basket.
He sold that with a fake. A fantastic up fake.
14 points for Sam Stevens. 1:53 left. Hornets leading 51-32. What a quarter this has been. The drive by Reedy is no good. Rebound fought for. Finally, Bowen comes down with it. Matty Bowen can scrap with the best of him. Pass up to TJ Guy was almost intercepted, but Guy managed to save it. And now at the top, here's Bowen. Off again out to the perimeter. Stevens has the ball. Now out to Bowen. In the corner. And Andrew Rooney very, very confidently drives to the basket. And the Hornets are up 53-32.
Yeah, Needham could not react fast enough to the ball movement there.
Fernandez, no. Rebound, fought for. Unfortunately, Dorian runs into a brick wall in the form of TJ Guy, and TJ will be called for the foul.
How many on Guy?
Actually, I think they gave that foul to Matty Bowen.
Wow.
They gave that foul to Matty Bowen. I guess they felt, well, you know what, come to think of it, I think Matty had contacted him before he hit Bowen. So that's only Bowen's first foul. That helps TJ a little. TJ only has one, though. The Hornets are in no foul trouble. Dorian, left corner, will try to swoop around. Stop and pop. He will be fouled in the process by Chris Hill.
Yeah, he was hit on the left wrist area as he was going up.
Hill's first foul. 4 team fouls on the Hornets. 1 minute exactly to go in this third quarter, and Dorian will hit the first. And the second shot falls out. Rebound is saved by, I think it was Stevens, and then he went into Chris Hill's hands. And now Matty Bowen will bring the ball up. 51 seconds left to go. Stevens closely covered. Ball eludes Foley for a second, but he recovers. Bowen will make the penetration until it goes along the baseline. Now they get it back out again. Stevens underneath, and that's to Jack Colby, and he's fouled in the process of shooting.
What Stevens is doing here, Mark, is when he gets the ball in these situations, a quick ball fake up, very quick ball fake up, and then penetration.
That's the second foul on Fernandez, 4th on Needham, and Jack Colby goes to the foul line.
Number 22, Andrew Rooney to the floor.
Makes his first, and we are very close to the Souza clan over here.
The other thing the average fan might notice is that that Colby spun on his man to get inside of him so that pass would work.
Makes both free throws. Hornets 55, Rockets 33. 32 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Dorian, he is the leader of this team. There's no question about that. Fernandez gets it back out. They are now working the ball the perimeter as best they can. Hammermesh gives it off to Dorian. 12 on the shot clock. The ball, a foul, and I think that's on Hill, I think. It is on Chris Hill. That's his second.
Number 31, Christopher Hill.
5th on the Hornets. So 12 seconds left. Inbounded to Dorian. Dorian's going to take a little spin move and is blocked by Rooney. Rooney comes away with the ball. Over to Colby. They're working it around for the shot. Now the shot by Rooney is no good.
Oh, Rooney,
Colby was in there for the rebound. But so after 3 quarters, Alex, it's Mansfield 55, Needham 33, and I didn't expect that.
Mark, there are momentum swings, and then there are momentum swings. And Mansfield indicated right from the get-go in the third period that they were taking control. And that's what they did offensively, with ball movement, with penetration. The penetration was really an outstanding aspect of their game during that run.
And what a run it was,
A
Alex.
lot of good ball fakes, and then putting the ball to the floor and going hard to the hole.
24-4 run by Mansfield in that third quarter. Again, now the question is, will Needham have to start hucking them up from outside? I mean, that's their bread and butter. They've been defended, and we'll have to see if there's an opportunity here for them to get back in this ball game with it.
One key is Mansfield does not want to let Needham back in at the free throw line.
No, that's also true. Right now they have only 5 fouls on them in the quarter. Needham has 4. No real foul trouble. Foley has 2. Rooney has 2. Chris Hill has 2. That's the worst of it. Jacob Hammermesh for Needham has 3. Matt Fernandez has 2, and John Hood has 2.
Looks like Mansfield's playing a little 3-2 zone here.
The outside shot is good. Oh, here we go. And that's by Petronio.
They might come out of that pretty quickly.
Okay, some pressure here by Needham.
Full court man pressure by Needham.
And the ball is quickly passed up to TJ Guy. Oh, now Stevens back to Bowen for the 3. Off the rim, no good. Dorian with the rebound. No, you do not want to give Needham an opportunity for a momentum shift here. Reedy misses the shot. Bowen comes down with the rebound, and it's stolen away, but survival here. Rooney tries to get it, a no-look pass to TJ Guy. Goes off a guy's hands. I don't think he was ready for it.
Time to stay with the basics, stay with what works, kill some time.
7:11 left, 55-36 Mansfield in a foul.
Yep.
It's going to be called on Stevens.
16 foul for Mansfield.
Number 33, Sam Stevens.
That's Sam's second. It is the sixth team foul for the Hornets. Needham will inbounds in front of their own bench. Dorian has it. Dorian with the stop drive, and he gets it. Drives in, stops, pops. So a 5-0 run so far by Needham to start this quarter. TJ Guy gets it across. Stevens in the corner. Out to Bowen, goes cross court to Rooney. Back cross court to TJ Guy. Hornets again looking for somebody. Hill flashed to the basket quickly. Hill now has it underneath. Picked out, 4 on the shot clock. Stevens with the off the glass basket.
Off the glass from straight on.
Boy, I'll tell you, nice touch on that shot. Hit the glass and it went right down. Dorian now with the stop and pop, and he gets it. 4 points for him in the quarter. 11 in the game for him.
Be careful here with the passes.
And a steal by Reedy. Reedy is going to have a path to the basket, and he's blocked and fouled by Matty Bowen. Still, it was a good foul, I think. Matty's second.
One thing that's happening here, Mark, is against this pressure, Mansfield players are starting to leave their feet to pass.
Yep.
And that is one quick way to lead to turnovers.
And I'm wondering why all the 5 players were over there. All right, now they've got him coming in, so there was no egregious nature to that foul, I guess. So Matty Bowen second, 7th on the Hornets. Reedy goes to the foul line. Gets the first.
Number 5, Patrick Tolan back to the game.
Pat Toolin comes back in for Nick Petronio. 6:02 left to go.
If Needham starts going to the line, then it also gives them time to set up their press. Gives them time to get into press positions, just like they did right then.
Gets them both.
And Mansfield's got to be careful against that situation. Another steal by Needham.
There we go.
Off the pressure.
The ball was loose. Needham comes away with it. 57-42. Drop pass. Blocked by Stevens on the shot by Hood. And now the Hornets again have to get the ball up against this press. Chris Hill sees Stevens underneath, but Stevens is fouled, I believe. No, timeout called by the Hornets.
That sure did look like a foul, though.
It looked like it. There was a lot. The Dorian was trying to slap the ball out of his hands.
But if I know officials, Mark, what's going to happen is they're going to let stuff like that go.
Yeah, I would imagine that's not going to be the thing that decides a game.
Right.
Anyway, right now, Mansfield's still in a 15-point lead, 57-42. But it has been a 7-2 run here. Oh, I'm sorry, 9-2 run by Needham to start this quarter. And the Hornets have to pay attention to what they're doing there. They have to be careful with these passes against the press. And like you said, they are leaving their feet when they're throwing, and that tends to take the accuracy out of the pass. And also, it floats it a little bit too, doesn't it?
Yep, gives the defense a chance to get into the passing lanes. So I'm assuming Mike Vaughn right now is talking about how to break this press. And that's going to be a key here, okay? As we've talked about before, basketball is a game of runs. And now Needham is on their run, and it's happening because of that press. And Mansfield has to figure out how to squelch that run by breaking the press.
The only basket so far in this quarter by the Hornets is Sam Stevens. Had a lay-in. He has 16 points in the contest. The Hornets will take the ball out underneath their own basket. Rooney gets it. Now out to Stevens. He's well covered. Stevens gets it out to Bowen. They're not going to get an easy open shot here, I don't think.
And they're going to get bumped all over the place, and it's not going to be called.
TJ Guy dishes it out.
Nice.
Bowen with 3 on the shot clock, I believe.
That's patience. That's patience, and that's what you need right now.
60-42 Mansfield. Dorian goes into the corner with it. Ball is again working inside now. 21 is Hood, and he gets the basket. 60-44, and you're right, Alex. They're going to be allowing a lot of contact here. Stevens underneath to Chris Hill, goes in! Put it high up in the air, and it came straight down. Chris Hill with the basket. 4:41 left. Hornets up by 18. Dorian with the 3. No good, rebound by Rooney. Rooney will bring it up.
Take your time.
And right now the clock is the Hornets' friend.
And this is the time of the game where the clock starts to move very slowly.
Goes out of bounds, was almost going out of bounds. Bowen had to save it, but right into the hands, and an offensive foul, I believe. It is an offensive foul on Pat Tulin. He saved the ball. He actually got the ball when Bowen tried to save it and was going to go straight in, but he instead gets the offensive foul. 62-44, 4:15 left.
Paul Liner's doing a nice job of getting subs in and out and giving his team time to set up their pressure.
Stevens out to Foley. He thinks about the shot but doesn't. Now they work it around. Rooney will penetrate, gets it back to TJ Guy coming down the lane. Nice decision and a basket.
Guy just hung at the free throw line until it was the right time to cut hard to the basket.
Dorian responds on the other end. He now has 13 points. 64-46. The Hornets bring it up against pressure. Bowen with it looks like a football catch.
Yeah.
And he will be fouled.
That was a risky pass.
That last foul, number 22, Johar Singh.
Johar Singh with his first foul in the contest. That is the 6th on Needham, so Hornets will not be shooting yet. 3:42 left. They'll be shooting soon, and probably a lot. TJ underneath with the pass will go straight up and in. Great decision again.
That's a much used inbounds play. A back pick for a big guy. Back pick is set up around the free throw line.
And Dorian responds. He has 8 in this quarter, 15 for the game. 66-48. TJ Guy again underneath now to Stevens, and he does it. And it's a timeout. The Hornets are penetrating now.
The great thing about that play, Mark, is that Stevens was getting pushed all the way up court.
Yep.
He gave the ball up to Guy. He cut to the basket. He was still getting pushed. He managed to maintain his stability, get the ball laid in.
68-48. Mansfield restores the 20-point lead. Fans are starting to get a little confident in this one. I personally, in the era of the three-pointer, I don't know. I enjoy it when the final buzzer goes off, to be honest.
And this has been a long fourth period.
Yes,
the clock starts to move slower in games like this.
But the game moves it up at almost at a much higher tempo in a way.
Right. And then you look up at the clock and only 12 seconds pass.
Amazing the adrenaline that is expended at times like this. Mike Vaughn in his 16th year as the coach of the Hornets, 295 wins, 93 losses, 12 straight winning seasons, 8 straight with 20 or more wins. He's been to 2 state title games. They won one in 1918, beating Franklin. Hornets Division I champions.
Did you say 1918?
I'm sorry, did I say 1918, 2018? Well, 1918 was an important date in Boston sports history. All right, here comes Needham. Reedy has the ball. Out to Singh for the shot, no good, and the rebound and a foul immediately. I think that's on Dorian. Yes, it is. And he does not seem to like the call. Can't say I blame him. At this stage of the game, though, if they're going to be fouling with 3 minutes left, we're going to be here forever, Alex.
Yep. This is where that proposal comes in, the one that we've disagreed about, and that's too much in depth for me to go into right now.
Eliminating the strategic fouls, though, basically, is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, Rooney hits the first of the 1-and-1. 3:06 left to go. Does not get the second, and Tulin will have the rebound. Here comes Dorian. Dorian dribbling between his legs, gives it off. Now he gets it back. Quick underneath to Singh, and Singh is fouled. And I believe that was the foul was on Foley, I believe. Now we're in the stage of the game where the fans are walking in front of us. So
how many points you got for Singh in this game, Mark?
Singh had 7 in the first quarter, has not scored since.
Yep. I think that Needham probably expected a bit more from him tonight. He missed the first one.
He goes to the line looking to get this one. Does. 69-49, 2:53 left to go. In comes Zach Goodgame. I love this kid's name. Zach Goodgame. That's what it is, folks. Goodgame.
Nice fake by Guy. Get the ball up court.
There is TJ Guy now, covered by Dorian. He will make the move in, gets the ball back over in the corner, the elbow rather. Hill does not get that. Rebound underneath. Stevens with the basket.
Stevens has played tough, aggressive, and smart basketball here in the second half.
Hornets have another rebound, and here we come again. 2:22 left to go. I got to admit, I did not expect this outcome, and it feels still like Needham has played well in this game, but the Hornets just had a couple of really great stretches. Really great. Now they're using the clock, which is smart, but except TJ Guy throws it to Mike Vaughn.
Well, he thought Mike Vaughn was his teammate. Mike did wear a Hornets uniform once back in the day.
Mike was a pretty good point guard in his day.
Yep.
And now it looks like Needham has thrown in the towel. Here comes Chris Pierre, number 4. The drive by Dorian, he will draw a foul. And that is on number 21, I believe. 22, rather, Andrew Rooney. That's his third.
Well, I'll take an opportunity now, Mark, to plug the work of Paul Liner, the Needham coach. For decades, Needham was and also ran in the Bay State League. And when Liner took over in the last 3 or 4 years, they've been a factor. They've been up there with Newton North, Brookline, some of the tougher and perennially, top of the league teams in the Bay State.
They're having a basketball renaissance over there right now between the boys and the girls teams. Rebound was by number 32, and the basket by Andrew Barnett. 71-52 underneath Foley. Let's see if the Hornets can take some time off the clock here. 1:49 left to go.
That's what they're doing.
They are really spreading it out. Not like you guys did against Stoughton in 1968, but timeout called by the Hornets to get some substitutions in, I think. Let's see what they're just going to talk things over. The Nest is here today. They are to our right, and they are, I think, fairly satisfied with the way this is going. So again, the winner, and it looks like it's going to be the Hornets, will play the winner of the next game today, and that's number 2 Brockton versus number 3 BC High. Friday night, 7:30.
Hey, Mark, do you think some other broadcasters will be sliding into this nice location?
Well, we are going to have to scoot very quickly because I think the Brockton folks are coming in right after us.
I was hoping to watch the next game from this spot.
Well, you can always go sit by where those folks are. There are going to be some people emptying out. Gobus looks like he's enjoying himself. I don't think he brought the hockey news with him tonight, though.
I may just stay for the first half of the next game.
And here come a lot of new people onto the court for Needham. 1:37 left to go in the game. The Hornets putting the finishing touches on this one.
Observe the game now. Number 43.
Mackay Baskin is in the ball game for the Hornets. He throws the ball to number 4, Chris Pierre. Chris Pierre gets it up, no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds off the Hornets.
Mackay Baskin, Jack Colby, Matthew Highland.
Now, a lot of the guys that are in for the Hornets right now have contributed during this game, but it's all the youngsters, pretty much. Kevin Coppinger had the ball out, and he does it again for Needham. Needham, he gives the ball off to number 43, Derek Klein. And the ball goes out of bounds again off the Hornets. There will be 13 seconds left on the shot clock, 1:16 left to go in the contest. Well, at least this will save my voice a little bit if I don't have to scream at this part of the game. Yeah. As I have had to scream in some of the most recent games, and I hope you folks are enjoying as much as I am. The long shot by Barnett is no good. The rebound is in the hands of Matty Highland. Matty Highland. Now, I don't know if Matt Highland likes Matty. I'm in so much in the habit of saying Matty with Matty Bowen. Mackay Baskin now will have the ball for Mansfield. Spins back away from his defender. 46 seconds left to go. 8 on the shot clock, and they will throw the ball out of bounds. No damage. Needham will have the ball. 42.2 seconds left to go in this semifinal round contest. And yes, Mansfield will live to play another night. Fake and move in by Coppinger is no good. Chris Hill with the rebound, 31 seconds left to go. They do have a full shot clock with it. Baskin. And the Hornets just want to kill some time here.
We got a lot of people blocking our view right now.
That's
Mark.
true, but that's what we have to deal with here. But I do want to thank the folks here at Taunton High School. They're always very, very accommodating to us as best they can be. 10 seconds left to go. Baskin will make the drive and score. Mackay Baskin joins the scoring brigade, and that will be the last shot of the game. The Mansfield Hornets defeat the Needham Rockets 73-52, and they go on to play in another sectional final where they were last year and the year before that and many other times. Alex, quickly, what was the turning point for this game tonight?
Early in the third quarter, Mansfield came out, and they no longer allowed Needham to overplay their game. They went to the basket. They moved the ball better. They stopped forcing things inside. And, of course, they were hitting their shots.
And, boy, we saw some great shooting here. So folks, as the schedule unfolds, we will continue to be with the Hornets where they're playing, when they're playing. Right now it is, of course, Friday night here in Taunton at the Rabowen Fieldhouse, and we'll be glad to be with you then. So, for Alex Salaki and for Maureen O'Neill, who has to deal with all these people walking in front of us, but God bless her, she's doing a great job. I'm Mark Farinola. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you again soon. Good afternoon, everybody.